Hi, this is Makona Spokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. Today, I want to deal with categories of church members. I want to categorize church members in every church. And I want to speak a little bit about this because this is a very, very important point. Every church has got this particular groups of church members. And I want to speak about those because also I want to speak about how to really deal with those people because it's very important for you to know how to manage this type of people. Very, very important. Now, in every church, there are four types or four categories of church members that I want to deal with today. And I hope this will help you. This will make you as a pastor to identify the type of members that you have in your church and also to go further to help you on how to deal with these different members in your church. The first group of members in the church are people that we call very important people. Very important people. These are the people that can classify as VIPs of the church. And VIPs is not because of the money that they have, is not because of the cars that they drive. VIPs is not because of the type of jobs that they're doing. VIPs is purely based on commitment. So in other words, these are committed people who are committed fully. Those that are people that are committed totally, and they've got a total interest in the ministry. These are the people that have sold out their lives and their families for the sake of your ministry. You know the people that I'm talking about. There are very few in every church. These are the people that will come early to prepare the church, to make sure that the church is having conducive environment to run services. These are the people that will attend prayer meetings without fail. These are the very same people that will make sure that everything happens in this particular ministry. And moreover, these people, when you look at them, because they are so committed so much, they don't want things not to go right. And that is why, even when they are lacking financially, they will still give because what they do is they want to see things happening in this particular ministry. That's such a commitment that these people have. But I want to speak a little bit on how to handle this type of people because this type of people need your attention as a pastor. And I want to urge you as a pastor to therefore start knowing their names and calling them by their names and maybe also have their numbers as well. These are the type of people that you must go out of your way because they are going out of the way for your ministry. So go out of the way for them. These are the people that will run when they call you and they're having some crisis in their families. These are the people that when they need help, you'll jump in and assist them. These are the people that you will actually make up time just to call them and check how they're doing. These are the type of members because they are committed to you. They are committed to your ministry. They want things to happen. And they are committed to an extent that they don't want to disappoint the God of this ministry. And they don't want to disappoint you as well as the leader of this ministry. So therefore, this type of people, we call them VIPs. Important people, very important people, not because they have got riches, not because they've got a lot of money, not because they've got the big houses and so on, or they're highly academic and educated. No, it's not because of that. It's purely every class of people. It may be poor people, but they are too committed in the church and you're relying on them. It might be young people, it might be older people in your church that you rely fully on because they are sold out for your ministry. And those for you, they are very important people. And therefore, you should actually replicate the care that they give to you back to them. You should actually support them the same way they support you. And that's very important as a pastor to recognize that. Second group of members in the church is what we call very teachable people. Very teachable people. These are people that can be called the VTPs. The VTPs of the church. Very teachable people. This type of people, they are ready to be taught. This type of people, they are ready to commit and do exactly as they are taught. So in other words, everything that you teach them to do, they want to do it now. Every time that you teach them to do, they want to follow up and make sure that it happens. Now, whatever they don't do is not that they are not committed. Whatever they don't do is not that they don't want to do, it's because they have got no clue about it. They don't know. And when they know and they are taught, this type of people are forever ready. And that is why very teachable people, which are the VTPs, they are able to move quickly into VIPs as long as you conduct the teaching to teach them on how to commit in the ministry and on the roles that they need to perform in the ministry, and they know exactly what to do. So therefore, it is very important to teach people about responsibilities in the church, to teach people on their involvement based on their calling and gifts, and to teach people on how to participate in the work of God. That is purely something that you need to dedicate your time in as a pastor, because when you teach people, you are easily moving the VTPs into VIPs. You're moving the people that are very teachable into the people that are very important in the church. And I'm mentioning this because I've seen it happening in many churches, that when pastor is dedicated in ministering and teaching the people, and those people that are taught, majority of them start therefore rising up and doing that which they have been taught, and they become very much committed because they've been taught to become committed. These are the VTPs, very teachable people. They are ready to be taught. They are actually like sponges that absorb the information when you teach them. They are people that commit easily when they know that you have taught them how to commit, and they will do exactly that. They will do exactly that which you have taught them. And that's very important, actually, to consider this team of people as very important as well, because these are the people that are going to move into VIPs much more quicker. Now, the second thing about, the third group of people in this categories of church members is people that we call very nice people. Very nice people. These are the people that you'll call VNPs, VNPs, people that are very nice. And what are this type of people all about? They are very, very passive in the church. These are the people that never trouble anyone though, but they never participate in anything of the church. They don't gossip, they don't do anything bad, they don't run the pastor down or the ministry down, but they just don't participate in the activities of the church. These are type of people that we call them bench warmers in the church. People that are just not part of the church in any activity. They are not there. They are not available. They are not part of the church actually in activities. You go to prayer meetings, you don't find them. You get in the morning to check if they are there to prepare the church for the service. They are not there. They are the people that will leave early in church after the service because they don't want to engage themselves in dirtying their hands in order to make sure that things are put back to where they belong. Like, for instance, instruments that needs to be taken to the storeroom, the chest that needs to be packed back. They are not part of that because they don't want to be participating. They don't want to be part of the church in any means. And we call them very nice people. They are nice just because they are not disturbing anybody. They are nice because they are not insulting anybody. They are not rebellious, of course, in the sense of gossiping about the pastor, but they are useless. Because they are just warming the benches. They are actually people that do nothing in the church. And this type of people, generally, they will block others from participating because they are the oldest members of the church, sitting and doing nothing. And as they sit and do nothing, they will forever tell others that we've been in this ministry for a very long time, and therefore, if you are active and participating, you'll get tired. We are tired ourselves, and they will actually say that. But you'll realize that this type of people, there are many in the church, but how do you deal with this type of people? You must actually confront them. You must talk to them. And if they are actually actively discouraging other members, warn them about that, and even maybe run them to disciplinary hearing if they are disturbing others or discouraging others. If they are just sitting in the benches, so make them aware that you need participating members. Make them aware that you cannot put up with people that just come and fill up the church or sit on the benches and do nothing. You want a church to be active. You want members to come out and participate. And you want people to shape up their gifts by participating in the ministry. So teach them as a result, therefore, if they are ready to be taught, and you'll move them quickly to what we call VIPs as well. Very, very important. Then lastly, you're having what we call very draining people. Very draining people. Very draining people. These are the people that you may call them VDPs. VDPs. Very draining people. Now, very draining people, these are the people that complain a lot in the church. They will complain about virtually everything. They'll complain about the pastor. They'll complain about the eldership board. They'll complain about the congregation. They'll complain about the praise and worship team, and they'll complain about everything. They'll complain about the ushers as well. These are the people that have got numbers of the pastor. They've got telephone numbers of the pastor. These are the people that call the pastor generally at 2 o'clock a.m. while the pastor is sleeping with his wife. They will call and complain about something. They will call and actually request for help from the pastor. And they're not requesting, actually, they're demanding, because this type of people, they're very demanding. There are people that want to be given first priority, but yet they are not giving the church first priority. They want to be given first priority, but they are not participating at all in the church. These people are heavy on the shoulders of the pastor and on the shoulders of the leadership of the church. And that is why majority of these people are actually, as I said, they stay long in the church, they complain more in the church, and they disturb the stability of the church, because the more they stay and complain, they're actually influencing others, because they block also progress of other people in the church. How do you deal with these people? These people must be confronted generally and tell them where to get off, and tell them that you're not going to spend much of your time wasting your time with them in the sense of their demands, because they're demanding things that they can deal with themselves. And moreover, they're not investing their times in the ministry, but yet they want you as a pastor to invest in them. This is very serious, because I know many pastors are humble enough, very sweet, very nice people, and they don't want to confront issues like this. But I want to urge you that if you have been people of this sort, please, if you have to fire them in the church, fire them. Because this type of people generally, they actually discourage others from serving. They influence others against the church and against the vision. They're the people that will, after church, go and organize tea meetings or coffee meetings with the members to criticize the pastor and to criticize the running of the service of the church, in order to plant evil spirits upon the people, in order to plant rebellious spirits upon the people. And we've seen this type of people in the churches. So to deal with them, fire them in your church. Confront them, tell them to change. And if they don't change, fire them, because that's very important. Rather do without this type of people, because these are the type of people that will destroy your church, Pastor. And I want to urge you to do so. I want to end up here today. Your host, Mike Spokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and being part of this great topic. I hope you've learned quite a bit out of this. And I want to urge you once more to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. And also please press the notification button there. And you will be notified each time we post a video. And you shall learn out of that. And may the good Lord bless you and allow us to say cheers for now.